Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. VeChain. Alright, so it's been a little while, right, since you guys have heard me talk about VeChain. Of course, it is a very busy time at the moment with everything that's going on at the moment with the market and all the things that are happening right now. We've got a 10 cents VeChain happening right now. One of the things I wanted to point out to you guys as we kick off today is the vechain.org/news website. Quite a bit of information that's on there. Very, very, very well laid out as well from all hot news, financial reports, R&D announcements and events. Great place to go. And especially when we talk about this one, announcing the V-Vote for the POA 2.0 Phase 1 official implementation on the VeChain 4 mainnet. So the mission has always been to deliver a secure, stable and scalable public blockchain and enable mass adoption of blockchain across technology across the globe. And this one is a big one, right? So it's very, very important for to learn about it, understand what is going on and what is happening with it, because this is part of the bigger picture, the bigger rollout happening across the VeChain platform, the VeChain blockchain. And there is a timeline of what is going on at the moment and how each step of the way is gonna, edge closer and closer to that POA 2.0. So very, very important, right? Keep up to date with the news, keep up to date with what's happening, subscribe to every LinkedIn, Twitter, all of them, right? It's your responsibility to make sure that you stay up to date with this stuff. Now, VeChain price prediction after bouncing off a crucial support zone. So yes, it has jumped from that particular zone. It is sitting now at above of 10 cents, 10 cents 5 something at the moment, and it's an important place. Now from here we can expect some very, very, very big moves to come, but patience is really, really important when it comes to VeChain, because it is one of those projects that once it does kick off its momentum, it does very, very ferocious movements. But you got to be willing, to hold on. And that's the real critical part here. When it's a good project, you get very frustrated, right? Because you see like something like Shiba that has absolutely no purpose of being in the top 12, doing so well, and you see people doing so well with it, and then you see something as good as VeChain is, and like nothing happens, and you're sitting there going, well, why am I holding this thing, right? Longevity. When the regulations come through, all these meme coins are going to disappear into like overnight. And 12,000 coins that we have right now out there in the marketplace is too many. So know what you hold and patience. It's really, 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 really important. Now, VeChain will move very, very fast. The next stop that it's going to be making will be towards the 12 cents barrier once we get some momentum shift happening right now when we break out of patterns. And we will talk about that and what that looks like. But at the moment, this is the key thing that we're looking at. This is the major move that we want to have, is around the 16 cents mark. When we break out of the 16 cents and consolidate above the 16 cents, we are ready to rock and roll and really begin the next wave. And that next wave is monstrous. So like we're talking, a dollar 20 is somewhere where we'll end up, and then consolidate at around the 80 cents mark. Now, from a timeline perspective of how we look set to be making these type of moves, when we look over here, like I mentioned, it's really, really important. I think we will end up at around $1.15 ish, and then we'll have some consolidation to go to go with it. Now, in other breaking news when it comes to VeChain, Sunny Lu finds partner to deliver VeChain merchandise case to European Union markets. Once again, making moves, right? So the CEO of the leading enterprise blockchain platform VeChain has recently revealed that he was able to find a partner that would help push VeChain's vision in the European Union's markets. Very, very nice, CEO. Very nice. Well done. For the first 2 hours in Milan, they had a breakthrough to find a partner to deliver VeChain merchandise demo case to the EU markets. Stay tuned. Maybe someday VeChain t-shirt could be in Milan fashion show. I love this guy. He's such a character, but really, really cool to see more headway happening. Now, why are we all getting really, really excited, right? And we'll talk about this, right? But it's the reverse head and shoulders. I think Nordis has explained this beautifully. That this reverse head and shoulders pattern that has formed is bullish, and the breakout now that we have at 10 cents and above is really kicking us off in a big way. So it is coming. Now, VeChain, the carbon is a new oil. So VeChain and Green Power. So after promising the carbon peak and carbon neutrality national system in China, VeChain, is rolling this out, is going to be a major player in this space. So good to see, the diversity of that VeChain has, how many different industries it impacts, all of this stuff, right, is really, really, really cool stuff, right? And it is one of the very, very best blockchains out there in the market. The price of it does not reflect the quality of it. And that, I think, is the biggest frustration at the moment with VeChain holders. That's why the Serpent's here, just to reaffirm with you guys, right? Because it's not financial advice and I'm not a financial advisor, but it's that good. VeChain is that good. That good. It is so good. Let's jump into a time. Let's have a look at some of the indicators. Now, as we begin to look at the prices, and we're looking at the moment, particularly on the 12-hour chart, we can see that we were outside of the Bollinger Band. We're now back inside the Bollinger Band. But from a 12-hour perspective, you can tell that it's still in a bearish segment. When we look at the daily, though, I see the dailies are just about to hit. And it's also about to hit the moving average 100. And that's when I think the kickoff will happen, right? It will touch the moving average 100. And then it'll fly off into the distance. Now, when I say fly off into the distance, what I'm saying is that we're going to start to break out and go towards the 16, 20, and then beyond from it. So we are literally days away, and which was finally, right, because it's been such a drag. It's been a long time in the making, and it's so exciting to finally see this project to get the momentum that it deserves. On the 4-hour, we can see that last time it went outside of the moving average 100, it jumped back up straight away, and I think we're about to head there now, and then we'll kick off and go far into the distance, right? It's going to be very, very, very exciting. Let's have a look at some drawings. So the first one that I wanted to point out is this, and this is very, very important, right? I think that this particular triangle pattern is a pattern that is, once it breaks and consolidates above it, that will then see the huge momentum shift in the price action of VeChain. Now, as we zoom in and look at what's going on right now, we are not far away from that at all. So we could potentially see, 13, 15 cents, then come back into this triangle one more time, then break out again, then consolidate outside of the triangle, and then head off towards 120. And I think we will get that, and there's absolutely no reason why the potential isn't there for it to get to 120, right? It's an amazing blockchain, so diverse, so many different industries it hits, so many new updates coming in the not too distant future as well, which we will cover off on the channel. So that there is a very important thing, and that's something that I'm looking into very, very well. Now, when we look at the previous run that it had once it broke out, that particular line and how big that was, and we look at and doing something similar, that's where we get the 120 from. So the 120 doesn't come just out of thin air, like I woke up today and decided today we're going to talk about getting to 120. There is a method to my madness. And again, it's not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor, but when we look at it from another thing, right, the structural break of it, and the way that it's been forming right now, then, yeah, I mean, you looking at it from a technical perspective, you copy paste what's happened in the past, it would be 147. I don't quite think we're going to get to 147. I think we'll get to 110, 112. And that's just being conservative, because I'd rather be conservative than, way overestimate. I hate overestimators. And that was one of the main reasons why I started this channel, is to just give you guys a realistic approach, right? I'm not going to tell you that VeChain is going to get to $4 this year, because it ain't going to happen. If you're waiting for that, you may as well turn this video off and go look at one of those, because it's just not happening. So take profits. If you're a day trader, 12 cents, 13 cents, 15 cents, 17 cents, 18 cents, they're great take profit opportunities as a day trader. Obviously, as long-term holders, we're looking for way more. But $1 to $1.10, I think $1.10 is very, 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 very realistic where we're heading to compared to what's happened in the past. And I think that there is a very realistic approach. Then as we head towards 2022 and beyond, as more adoption happens, more things happen. By the way, remember that VeChain's big goal is 2023. So that's really when the company itself sees themselves as real major players out there in the marketplace. So remember that, because if you do plan to hold until 2023, I think you're going to be very, very happy. But of course, you need to make your own decision. No one can do that for you. Right now, what we're focusing on is breaking out of the 10s, going to the 20 cents, and then jump into the 30 cents, which I think is going to happen very, very quickly. But $1.10 to $1.15, I think, is something that we're going to achieve this year. Then, as we head further on, as we continue to push forward into 2022, we'll have a look at a number of different factors, how we're going in the market, how much of the bull market is left, all of these things. Very, very, very cool the way that it's all shaping up. But when we go to 2022, I'll be right here with you every single step of the way. If you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button as always. Thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.